Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our presentation for the Office English 2 course. First of all, we would like to express our gratitude to our lecturer, Miss Ervina Maulida, MBA, for the opportunity to present today. Allow me to introduce our group members. My name is Teresa Stefani, and I will be your moderator for this session. Joining me are my two colleagues, Kinan Aulia Makrus and Nurwi Caksono. Together, we will present the topic is managing people. Today, we will be discussing about managing people, a topic that plays a crucial role in every workplace. Effective management of people not only enhance productivity, but also foster a positive work environment. Our presentation will cover several key aspects, including leadership styles, team dynamics, and communication strategies in managing people. Okay, next, we will be discussing about human research. So, what is human research? Human research refers to the department or function within an organization responsible for managing people or employees and related process. HR plays a key role in recruiting, hiring, training, and developing employees, as well as handling employee relation, compensation, benefits, and ensuring compliance with labor laws. So, next, what human research responsibilities? Human research is a crucial department within any organization responsible for managing the workforce and ensuring that employees contribute effectively to the company goals. Beyond just hiring and firing, HR encompasses a wide range of functions that involve nurturing the organization's most valuable asset, its people. From recruitment and training to employee relation, compensation, and legal compliance, HR plays a pivotal role in creating a productive, positive, and legally compliant workplace. By aligning the management of human capital with the company strategic objective, HR helps drive overall success and organizational growth. The first one is recruitment and hiring. HR is responsible for conducting job analysis to define the roles, responsibilities, and skill required for each position. Afterward, they create job description and post them on various platforms to attract suitable candidates. The recruitment process includes screening applicants, conducting interview, and selecting the best candidates based on their qualification and cultural fit with the organization. HR also handles the onboarding process, ensuring new hires receive the necessary training, understand the company culture, and have all the research needed to succeed in their roles. The second is employee training and development. HR design training programs to help employees enhance their skills and perform their tasks more effectively. This can include technical training, leadership development, and soft skill training. HR might also implement mentorship programs where experienced employees guide new hires. Additionally, HR often encourage employees to pursue new hires, employees to pursue further education or obtain professional certification to continually grow and remain competitive in their industry. The next is employee relation. HR plays a key role in maintaining positive relationship between employees and management. This includes mediating workplace conflict, whether between employees or between employees and supervisor. HR also works to create a supportive work environment by fostering open communication, resolving disputes, and organizing programs that enhance employee satisfaction and engagement. They regularly gather feedback from employees to identify potential issues and improve the organization culture. The next is compensation and benefits. HR is responsible for designing competitive salary structure and ensuring that payroll is processed accurately and on time. In addition, they manage employee benefit package, including health insurance, retirement plans, and paid leave. HR ensure that employees are fairly compensated based on industry standard, experience, and job performance. They also help employees understand and access their benefit, resolving any related issue. The last one is performance management. HR creates system for managing employee performance, including setting up evaluation process and providing regular feedback to support their development. HR collaborates with manager to establish clear performance goals and assist in addressing underperformance through improvement plans. They also ensure that high-performing employees are recognized and rewarded through promotion, salary increase, or other forms of recognition. Next. So, how human research works? Human research works by, the first one is recruitment and selection. HR is responsible for attracting, screening, and selecting qualified candidates for jobs opening within the organization. This process involves creating job description, posting job advertisement, conducting interview, and evaluating candidates to ensure they fit the company needs and culture. The second is employee onboarding and training. Once a candidate is hired, HR facilitates the onboarding process, which includes orientation and training program. This helps new employees understand the roles, the company culture, and the policy and procedure they need to follow. Continuous training and development are also essential for enhancing employees' skill and career growth. The next is performance management. HR develops and implements performance management system that assess employee performance through regular evaluation and feedback. This process helps identify high performance areas for improvement and potential career development opportunities. HR also plays a role in addressing performance issues and implementing corrective action when necessary. The next is employer relation. HR acts as a mediator between employees and management, addressing any concern or conflict that arise in the workplace. They ensure a positive work environment by promoting open communication, resolving disputes, and ensuring compliance with labor laws and regulation. The next and the last one is compensation and benefits. HR manage employer compensation, including salaries, bonus, and benefit package. They conduct market research to ensure the company offers competitive compensation and administer employee benefits such as health insurance, retirement plans, and paid time off. HR also provide guidance on financial and legal aspects of employee compensation to ensure compliance with relevant laws. Okay, this point highlight the vital role of human research in managing an organization workforce effectively. Next. Okay, what are the challenges of being in human research? The first one is recruitment and retention. One of the primary challenge HR professionals face is attracting and retaining talent in a highly competitive job market. With the demand for skilled workers often outpacing supply, HR must develop effective recruitment strategy that not only attract candidates but also align with the organization cultures and values. Retaining top talent is crucial, requiring HR to implement effective onboarding programs, career development opportunities, and retention strategies to reduce turnover rates. The second is employee engagement. Maintaining high level of employee engagement is vital for productivity and morale. HR professional must create an environment where employees feel valued and motivated to contribute to the organization's success. This involves regularly assessing employee satisfaction through survey and feedback mechanism, implementing recognition programs, and fostering a positive workplace culture. Engaged employees are more likely to be productive, innovative, and loyal, making this a significant for HR. The next is conflict resolution. Conflicts are inevitable in any workplace, and HR plays a crucial role in mediating and resolving these disputes. Whether it's disagreement between employees or issue arising between staff and management, HR professional must approach conflict resolution with sensitivity and fairness, developing strong conflict resolution skill and creating clear policies and help manage disputes effectively and maintaining a harmonious work environment. The next is compliance and regulation. HR is responsible for ensuring that the organization complies with a variety of labor laws and regulations. This includes everything from wage and hour laws to workplace safety standard. Non-compliance can lead to serious legal repercussions, including fines and lawsuits. HR must stay updated on changing regulation, implement necessary policy, and conduct training to ensure that all employees understand their rights and responsibilities. And the last one is training and development. HR is tasked with identifying skill gaps within the workforce and providing training and development opportunity to enhance employer competence. This includes not only onboarding new hires, but also offering ongoing training for exciting employees to support their career advancement. Developing effective training programs require careful planning, research, allocation, and evaluation to ensure that employees are gaining the skill needed to meet organizational goals. Next, for the next uh, will be explaining my friends. Yes.
Okay. There is terms of human research you must know. First is appraisal. An appraisal, also known as a performance appraisal or performance review, is a systematic evaluation of an employee's performance over a specific period. This process typically involves assessing various aspects of an employee's work, such as productivity, quality of work, and adherence to organizational values. And appraisals are often conducted annually or biannually and serve multiple purposes, including providing feedback to employees, identifying areas for improvement, setting performance goals, and informing decisions related to promotions, raises, and training needs. The appraisal process related to promotions, rise, and training needs can take various forms, including self-assessment, peer reviews, and manager evaluations. Effective appraisal foster open communication between employees and supervisors, ultimately enhancing performance and contributing to employee development. And second, expatriate. An expatriate, or often referred to as an expat, is an employee who is sent to work in a foreign country for a specific period, typically by their employer. Expatriates are usually assigned to international locations to fill positions that require specialist skills or to oversee operations in foreign subsidiaries. And for third, compensation. Compensation refers to the total remuneration an employee receives in exchange for their work. This includes not only the base salary or hourly wage, but also additional financial rewards, such as bonus, commissions, and overtime pay. And effective compensation strategies are critical for attracting and retaining top talent, as they reflect the organization's commitment to its workforce. HR professionals must regularly evaluate and adjust compensation structures to ensure competitiveness within the industry and compliance with legal standards. Next. And the next is why women dominating in human research. The predominance of women in human research or HR can be attributed to a confluence of historical, social, and professional factors that align with the core responsibilities of the field. Traditionally viewed as roles requiring strong interpersonal skills, empathy, and emotional intelligence qualities often associated with women, HR has naturally attracted a significant female workforce. Additionally, the growing emphasis on employee well-being, diversity, and inclusion within organizations has positioned women as key players in shaping workplace culture and policies. The first is historical context. Historically, the field of human research has been associated with roles that require strong interpersonal skills, empathy, and emotional intelligence qualities, often linked with traditional female roles. As such, HR emerged as a natural career path for many women, especially during periods when they faced limited opportunities in the other professional fields. This historical context has laid the groundwork for a gender imbalance in the HR profession. Second is strong interpersonal skills. Women are often recognized for their strong interpersonal skills, including communication, collaboration, and emotional intelligence. These skills are crucial in HR, where professionals must interact with employees at all levels, mediate conflicts, and foster a positive workplace culture. Women's natural ability to empathize and build relationships can enhance employee engagement and satisfaction, making them well suited for HR roles. For the last, flexibility and work-life balance. The HR field often offers flexible work arrangements, which can be appealing to women, particularly those balancing professional careers with family responsibilities. The ability to work remotely or have flexible hours is increasingly important, and HR roles can sometimes provide this option, making the profession attractive to women seeking a balance between work and personal life. Fourth, representation and role models. As more women enter the HR field, they create a network of support and mentorship for other women. This representation can inspire the next generation to pursue career in HR. And five, the last, increasing demand for HR professionals. The growing recognition of the strategic importance of human research within organizations has led to an increased demand for HR professionals. As companies seek to develop their workforce and enhance employee engagement, the HR function becomes critical. This demand provides opportunities for women to advance in the field and take on leadership roles. Next. Okay, the next is making travel arrangements. My friend will explain the material.
Next, we will talk about making travel arrangement. Travel arrangement means travel reservation or accommodation. Tickets for domestic, for foreign travel by air, rail, ship, bus or medium transportation or hotel or other lodging accommodation for member. Making travel arrangement for business trip is not easy, but its own travel managers have to take care of everything for the time the business trip is announced to the time traveler are back from the trip safely. They must ensure that all flight, hotels, and other service align with the business trip itini- itinerary. Moreover, the travel manager must book flight and hotel according to traveler preference, ensure they are policy compliant, and most importantly, safe for business traveler. Next, I will show you these are useful phrase for making travel arrangement. Please, will you send me? For example, please, would you send me the itinerary for my trip to Paris, including flight and hotel details? Or another place, do you have any available rooms at the Hilton Hotel for the weekend of November 5 th? And next place is please book. For the example, please book me a round trip the flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo, leaving on December 1 and returning on December 10th. Next price is I like to example I like to book a rental car for my stay in Miami from October 18th to October 22 and next we will talk about step for making travel arrangement. The first step is research the destination thoroughly. As a travel manager, it's important to thoroughly research and plan business trip, including details like food, weather, transport, hotel safety, proximity to the airport. Additionally, understanding the political situation and potential risks such as crime is essential. If employees are traveling to such areas, you must warn employees to be extra careful about their belongings, business document, and gadgets. You must also let them know how they can get around the destination. Are there any alternative approach they can use? Or are the place within walking distance? Or can they hire a cab? Or are they any public transport they must use? Like will their company provide transport facilities? And the step two, book within company travel policies. A company travel policies are rules designed to simply managing business trips, reduce expenses, and maintain consistent booking process. As a travel manager, it's important to make a flight and hotel bookings that comply with these policies to stay within budget and to ensure your consistency. For the example, you can book according to the allocate allocate the budget for a mid-level employee's business trip. Next step is hotel reservation. Reservation by phone or internet, you can manage business travel cost by finding the best flight timings, securing corporate discounts, booking in advance, negotiating hotel rates, and comparing price using booking apps and website. Information required. Name, address, phone number, type of accommodation, and the contact person name. The hotel reservation deadline. As a manager, you must know when the final date by which a hotel room must be booked before availability or special rates expire. Missing this deadline may result in higher price or lack of available rooms. Use as travel agency if you can make a reservation based on your boss choice. You can have a travel management company like TMC. The TMC is partner with major flight and hotel vendors to provide you with a wide inventory hotels and flight discount price. Next step is select the right accommodation. Choosing the right hotel during a business trip significantly impact the travel experience. It's essential to select accommodation that align with travel policies. And the main travel needs key factor to consider include like location and proximity. Ensure the hotel is a safe area and close the key location to the travel need to visit. Next is the review the hotel. Check online review for insight on service, amenities, cleanings, and safety. Next, hotel amenities. Look for hotel offering amenities like a gym, pool, or spa to help traveler relax after busy day. Next, security. Prioritize hotel with robust security measures, like especially for solo female travelers. Next, meal preference. Consider travelers' dietary preference, such as European, American, or continental meal plans. Additional accommodation facilities, just hotel with meetings rooms or conference facility for added convenience. Next step is keep travel documents ready. Sometimes business traveler have to travel to different destinations in a single trip. Therefore, while making travel arrangement for a business trip, you must ensure keep employees travel document ready. Essential travel document include passport and travel visa, copies ID document, flight ticket, proof of accommodation bookings, travel itinerary, vaccination proof, travel insurance. You must hand over digital and physical copies of this document to the employees so they don't get stuck anywhere and can travel without hassle. Next step is prepare a detailed initiary. Creating an initiary may seem daunting, but it's crucial for ensuring a seamless business trip and help save time and budget. As a travel manager, you should include following details in initiary. Every flight include arrival and departure times, takeoff and landing times, layover, class of travel. Next is transportation. Provide details on transportation models, rental, capability, pickup and drop off time. Next, hotel transport facilities and company provide commuting option. Hotel accommodation include hotel check-in and check-out times, location, meal timings, available cuisines, complimentary breakfast, and safety protocol. Sightseeing place. Suggest entertainment, sightseeing, option, adventure, activities, local cultural experience for travel during their free time. Additional is important to book flight and hotel in advance arrange travel document. Make a local connection for assistance and establish relatable car rental service to avoid last minute issue. Next, I will show you the sample of dialogue for making travel arrangement. Start from me. Good morning. How can I assist you with your travel arrangement today?
Hi, I would like to book a flight to Paris next Friday.
Of course, do you have prefer island or travel time?
Not really, but I would prefer to arrive in Paris before noon.
It's good. Please would you send me your passport details so I can process with the booking?
Sure, I will send them over now.
Yeah. I also need to confirm your hotel arrangement. Do you have a specific hotel in mind, or would you like me to recommend one?
I haven't decided on a hotel yet. Please book a 4-star hotel near the city center.
Will do. I'll handle both the flight and the hotel bookings and send you the details shortly.
Thanks a lot for your help.
There's a sample dialogue for making travel arrangement. The next is the word you need to talk about managing people. Person is personnel. Personnel is human resource. Appraisal is monitoring employee performance. Staff development is training employees to learn new skills. Salaries is payment for one-man employment. Next, working condition is the work environment. Next, working council is commits of manager and workers. Next is trade unions. Trade union is workers organization. The next one is taking on new employees is recruitment. Next one is laying employees off is downsizing. Next is pensions. Pension is money people get at the end of their working life. The next is conclusion. In managing people, effective leadership and communicating are essential for coordinating and guiding employees. This involves required recruitment, training, employees relation, performance management, and compensation. Human research plays a pivotal role in ensuring employees are engaged, productive, and aligned with organizational goals. In making travel arrangement, the focus is on organizing business trip efficiently. Travel managers must ensure that booking comply with company policies while considering the travel safety preference and itinerary details. Effective communication is crucial in this process to avoid errors and ensure smooth travel experience. That's all for me. I give it back to Teresa as the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Kinan and Wicca. Okay, everyone, we will now like to open the floor for any question or clarification. Please feel free to ask any question in the comment sections. And thank you. Thank you all for your time and attention. We hope our presentation on managing people has been informative and helpful. Once again, we would like to express our gratitude to Miss Ervina Maulida, MBA, and to all of you, to all of you, your participation. Okay, we think enough for us. Thank you for attention. Good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.